Have you ever wondered why some people seem unshakable, calm, and in control, even when chaos surrounds them? Why do some individuals easily navigate life, while others crumble under pressure? What if I told you that the secret isn't talent, luck, or circumstances, but a mindset rooted in ancient wisdom that's more relevant today than ever? Today, I will share with you 9 Stoic rules for a better life, translated into modern language, so you can start applying them right now. Stick with me, because this isn't just philosophy. It's a guide to actually living better, smarter, and calmer in a world that's constantly testing you. Rule number 1. Focus only on what you can control. Imagine your life as a ship at sea. The waves, the wind, the storms, most of it is beyond your command. You can't control other people, global events, or unexpected setbacks. What you can control is how you steer your ship, your thoughts, your actions, your choices. When you obsess over things outside your control, you're handing over your peace of mind to forces you can't manage. Instead, train yourself to identify what's yours to influence and let the rest roll off like water on a duck's back. This simple practice reduces stress, increases clarity, and makes you unshakable in ways most people never experience. Rule number 2. Anticipate challenges before they happen. The Stoics called this premeditatio malorum, the premeditation of adversity. Don't be afraid to imagine the worst-case scenario. Think about what could go wrong today, this week, or this month, and plan for it. This isn't pessimism, it's preparation. By facing potential obstacles in your mind first, you reduce their power to surprise and overwhelm you. You'll notice a strange shift. When bad things do happen, you don't panic, you act. Life becomes less of a series of shocks and more of a challenge you're ready to meet head-on. Rule number 3. Practice self-discipline. This is where modern life trips most people up. We live in a world of instant gratification, notifications, endless scrolling, fast food, and easy distractions. But true freedom comes from discipline. Discipline isn't about punishment. It's about choosing the long-term benefit over the short-term comfort. When you resist the urge to give in to every impulse, you strengthen your mind, your will, and your sense of self-worth. It's not glamorous, but it's powerful. The more control you have over yourself, the less anyone or anything else can control you. Rule number 4. Embrace discomfort. Life is uncomfortable. Pain, failure, rejection, and loss are inevitable. Most people spend their lives avoiding discomfort at all costs, which is exactly why it controls them. The Stoics taught that growth happens at the edge of your comfort zone. Whether it's exercising, working on a tough project, having an uncomfortable conversation, or confronting your fears, leaning into discomfort builds resilience, courage, and character. Ask yourself, what am I avoiding today that could make me stronger tomorrow? Rule number 5. Separate opinion from reality. So often, we suffer not because of what happens, but because of what we think about what happens. Someone criticizes you, and your mind explodes with anger or shame. But consider this. The criticism itself is neutral. It's your judgment that gives it power. Stoicism teaches that you have the freedom to interpret events however you choose. By mastering your perspective, you master your emotions. You can't control the world, but you can control how the world touches you. That's freedom. Rule number 6. Value virtue over external success. In our society, success is measured by money, status, likes, or awards. But the Stoics remind us that none of this is truly under our control, and none of it guarantees happiness. What matters is your character, your honesty, integrity, courage, and wisdom. When you prioritize being a good person over looking successful, you stop chasing illusions and start building a life of substance. True respect, fulfillment, and inner peace come from virtue, not validation. Rule number 7. Practice gratitude. Modern life conditions us to focus on what we don't have. The promotion we missed, the relationship that ended, the gadget we can't afford. The Stoics knew that gratitude rewires the mind. Every day, notice what's working in your life, even if it's small. Gratitude doesn't ignore problems. It highlights abundance amid struggle. By focusing on what's already present, you experience contentment, and paradoxically, that contentment drives you to pursue growth without desperation or anxiety. Rule number 8. Don't fear death or loss. This one sounds dark, but it's liberating. The Stoics teach that everything in life is temporary, including our time and possessions. Instead of fearing the inevitable, accept it. When you embrace the impermanence of life, you stop clinging to what can't stay, and you begin to appreciate what's here right now. This mindset makes you bolder, freer, and more alive because you're not paralyzed by fear of losing what you can't keep. Rule number 9. Live in alignment with nature and reason. At first, this might sound abstract, but in practical terms, it means understanding your purpose, acting rationally, and respecting the natural order of life. Don't fight reality. Don't live in constant rebellion against what is. Instead, find your place in the world, make decisions guided by reason, and harmonize your actions with the flow of life. You'll experience a sense of calm and meaning that chaos, distraction, and shallow pleasures can never give you. These 9 rules may sound simple, but living by them is a daily practice, a mental workout, and a transformation in the way you experience the world. Now that you understand the 9 Stoic rules, let's bring them to life in modern scenarios so you can start using them immediately. Imagine you're stuck in traffic, running late for an important meeting. Most people would fume, honk, stress, and let their emotions take control. But a Stoic sees it differently. Traffic isn't personal. It isn't meant to ruin your day. It's outside your control. You can control your response. Stay calm, listen to a podcast, breathe, and turn the delay into a productive or reflective moment. That shift in perspective transforms a daily frustration into an opportunity to practice patience, self-discipline, and presence. Think about social media. How often do we scroll endlessly, comparing ourselves to others, feeling inadequate, jealous, or anxious? The Stoics teach detachment from external validation. Instead of obsessing over likes, followers, or comments, focus on improving yourself and acting according to your values. You can still enjoy social media, but it doesn't control your mood or define your worth. That's modern Stoicism in action, turning every interaction into a chance to exercise emotional mastery. Let's talk about setbacks. You applied for a promotion, a new client rejected you, or a relationship ended. Naturally, your mind wants to spiral into disappointment or self-pity. But the Stoic approach is radical yet simple. Accept what happened, analyze what's within your control to improve, and move forward. Failure becomes a teacher, not a jailer. You start seeing challenges as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Over time, life feels less like a random series of blows and more like a series of lessons you are fully equipped to navigate. Discomfort, the 4th rule, also has practical applications today. Think about your health. Exercise is uncomfortable, but it strengthens your body and mind. Difficult conversations at work or home. Uncomfortable, but they build courage and honesty. Skipping the easy, comfortable path leads to a deeper, richer experience of life. Modern life tempts you to avoid struggle, but embracing discomfort gives you an advantage: physical, mental, and emotional. Another Stoic tool is perspective. When someone insults you online, criticizes your work, or even treats you unfairly, ask yourself, is this their opinion, or is it a reflection of reality? Most often, it's just an interpretation, not an absolute truth. Choosing your own perspective reduces emotional suffering and allows you to respond calmly, strategically, and with dignity. You're no longer a puppet of circumstances. You're the author of your reactions. Gratitude and virtue combine to reshape your priorities. In practice, this could mean starting each day by listing what you're grateful for, or ending it by reflecting on whether your actions reflected integrity, courage, and kindness. Over time, these habits shift your internal compass. You stop chasing superficial rewards and start creating meaningful, sustainable satisfaction. Life becomes less stressful and far more rewarding. Acceptance of death and impermanence might feel morbid, but it's liberating in daily life. Missed an opportunity? Lost a job? A friendship ended? Instead of clinging, acknowledge the impermanence of all things. This mindset allows you to appreciate moments, relationships, and experiences fully without fear or attachment. You learn to live intentionally, savoring the present rather than fearing loss. Finally, living in alignment with nature and reason reminds us to act intentionally and thoughtfully. In a world that rewards impulsive reactions, being deliberate is revolutionary. Set goals, plan actions, and make decisions consistent with your values. When chaos arises, and it will, you navigate with clarity instead of panic. You become resilient not by avoiding life's storms, but by sailing through them with competence and grace. The beauty of these 9 Stoic rules is that they aren't theoretical, they are entirely actionable. Start small. Tomorrow, identify one thing outside your control and let it go. Reflect on one discomfort and lean into it instead of avoiding it. Express gratitude at least once today and notice how your perspective shifts. Over weeks and months, these small practices compound into a massive internal transformation. You'll notice your emotions stabilizing, your focus sharpening, and your confidence rising. I want to leave you with a challenge. Which of these 9 rules could change your life the most if you applied them starting today? Could you let go of control over what isn't yours? Could you face discomfort instead of avoiding it? Could you live more in alignment with reason and virtue? I'd love to hear your thoughts, so drop a comment below sharing which Stoic practice resonates with you and how you plan to apply it. Your insight might inspire someone else in this community. Remember, true strength, calm, and fulfillment aren't found in external achievements. They are cultivated within your mind and your character. Every time you practice self-discipline, embrace discomfort, or let go of what you cannot control, you are building a life of freedom and resilience. Life is unpredictable, but your inner fortress can remain unshaken. Keep practicing, keep reflecting, and let Stoic wisdom guide you to a life of clarity, courage, and peace. If this video gave you a new perspective or sparked an idea about how to live better, hit the like button and make sure to subscribe so you never miss content that helps you grow mentally, emotionally, and spiritually. Your journey toward a calmer, stronger, and more purposeful life starts today, one thought, one action, and one choice at a time.